So we're a long time into this VT and I actually haven't said one word about the game. What was there to say about the game? There's absolutely nothing in it. There was nothing in the game. Blackburn rolled around a lot in the first half and frustrated us. We couldn't create anything. We couldn't create anything. It was a dire game. Actually, both managers actually said after the game, well, Neil Harris said there wasn't a lot of quality in the game. Tony Mowbray actually told it straight and said it was an awful game of football. And fair play to any Millwall fans and Blackburn fans who bought nearly 1,000 to go. I couldn't go. I watched it on telly, and to be honest, I'm glad I did, because it was one of the worst performances I've seen from this Millwall side in a long time. Probably the worst one since Norwich away, New Year's Day always sticks in my mind last year. And we have these days, Middlesbrough away last season, it sticks in my mind. I'm considering going Middlesbrough next week, and I'm thinking, do you want to do that? Because we have days when we're just, none of them turn up. Not even 2 or 3 of them. We just don't get going. But then you have other games. Mark my words, Everton in the FA Cup, we will come out flying. Now, why can we do that some weeks, but not others? It's not right. Again, I go back to it's got to be player mentality. Harris can rile them up. We know he can rile them up. We've seen the turnaround. And again, yesterday, well, I think Harris didn't help himself. He didn't learn from Hull. He's 1-0 down. Now, it was at 0-0 yesterday, fine. Now, he makes 3 subs at Hull and changes the game. The only sub he made yesterday, to my memory, was Gregory straight swap for O'Brien. Why not until late on, then he brought Meredith off? Why not go for it again? Why not learn from the whole game and go, right, it's not working, the game's dead, we need 3 points realistically, because now we've got even further away from that mid-table pack. Let's change it, let's go bang, 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 make 3 subs and try and liven things up. It was just dead, it was dying, and then, it was gone. In the second half, we could have played till midnight, we just didn't create anything. It was painful to watch, and I said when I tweeted, I could see the way it was going to go. Now the goals, I've watched them back and back and back and back. I've Sky Plussed it. I don't know why I bothered, but I did. The first goal, and I love him, and I don't want it to sound harsh, but Marlon Romeo, mate, what are you doing? Watch it back. If you've got a minute, I ain't going to put it on here, but if you've got a chance to watch it back. We've got a nice line of a back 4. They come forward. It comes out to the left. Jed's there. Ryan Leonard tracks the run. Okay, so you've got 2 people out there. Watch Marlon Romeo. He's on the top of the screen. He just comes flying out. He doesn't need to be anywhere near it. He comes flying out to watch it. He watches it. Now he's pulled himself out to the guy who's got the ball and he plays it inside. Now it goes inside. Marlon Romeo forgets all about the guy that's originally played the ball. Why he's run out there, and he runs to the ball again. And it sounds really harsh, but I'm going to say it. You know, you take your dog over the park and you throw the ball and the dog goes zoom, 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 zoom. That's what he's done. His awareness is absolutely nowhere. He's not a good defender. Trust me. He's a great attacking young prospect. He cannot defend, and this is why we're absolutely leaking goals. Along with James Meredith on the other side, who's shot to pieces. He's putting a lot of pressure on our back 2, and our goalkeeper. Now, the first goal, Marlon Romeo, is at fault for me. As I said, gets pulled out, doesn't need to be there. Then goes ball watching, doesn't track the runner that he originally run 30 yards to get involved with. He gets in behind, slots in, bang 1-0. A few people I saw online saying about Archer's positioning. Not really. He comes to the front post, nothing he can do, and it's a spawny, shitty goal. I think it's actually an own goal. The second goal, Hutchinson gets out pace, but as I've said, don't think he was fit. I think he's been thrown back in before he should have been. And then the second goal, Jordan Archer's got to save it. What if people haven't noticed that? What the fuck are you watching? The guy cuts inside, he shoots. It's central in the goal. Jordan Archer doesn't dive. He doesn't dive as a goalkeeper. I'll say it again. You push off, you spring off your left foot if you're going left. You spring off your right foot if you're going right. Jordan Archer falls. He just falls on the floor. He collapses. He puts his left hand down. He gets a full hand on the ball. Should save it. El Papadon preach. He doesn't. Pushes it straight in the side net. He's got to save it. But, again, I'm not digging Archer out. He should save the goal. But the game was lost by then anyway. As I said, we could have played till midnight and we wouldn't score. We lose 2-0. And it's pissed me right off talking about it again, if I'm honest. Now, what Neil Harris needs is, he needs a reaction. I would go to Middlesbrough and completely change it. I'd put Fergie at left back, right? I'd stick Jed on the left midfield. I'd bring Fred in on the right. I'd drop Tunnicliffe and bring in Ben Thompson. And Lee Gregory's got to play, has to play. And if Elliott's fit, he has to play. That's probably what I'd go with at Middlesbrough. He needs a reaction. He talks, Harris, and he says these things. And he'd be a good politician. He says what you want to hear, but without giving too much away. He's very clever how he does it. He's an intelligent man. He needs to help himself, yes. But on top of that, what he also needs is, he needs help with his football club, because we have got to a level and we've stood still. Now you've had teams coming down for the Premiership, like West Brom, who want to get straight back into it. But you've also got teams that have got stuck in this division from last season, expecting to get into the Premier League, and they've gone out and spent big, and now they're pushing. And we've stood still. If anything, we've gone a little bit backwards because we've lost a couple of good players. But that isn't Harris's fault. What Harris needs now is he needs to help himself, yes, but he also needs money to spend to move this football club on to the next level. I don't think we're that far off. I really, really don't. I think we're probably a good centre midfielder, a good centre forward and a left back away from probably where we need to be at the minute. We will survive this year, I'm convinced of it. But, you know, I've heard a rumour, I've heard a couple of rumours. Neither of them started by me, by the way. Third disclaimer gone in. Just stuff I've heard. I've heard we've got money to spend in the transfer window. But I'm not sure we have because we don't seem to have approached anyone. The one person that was there yesterday was Ben Marshall. And again, the second rumour that I did hear is that he will be re-signing next week on loan till the end of the season. Which I'll cover in a separate VT if he signs this week, because there's a lot to say on that one, and this is about 20 minutes long, I think, as it stands. But yeah, I don't think we're far off, you know. I really, really don't believe we're far off. We just need a little tweak here and there, a couple of players, and we will be fine. If you saw it yesterday, after the game, Liam Rossini, I think he is, he's a good pundit, and he was talking after the game saying a few things, and he got it nailed on. He did get it nailed on. He said, Millwall play hopeful. They put balls into areas, you know, they don't look for quality crosses, they don't unlock defences. But listen, he's absolutely spot on, yes. But we knew this. We do play hopeful. Listen, budget-wise and structure-wise, we're realistically a League One club. We're trying to grow and we are moving in the right direction. But we know we play hopeful. We're crash bang wallet. We stick it on teams and try and outmuscle them and outfight them. Corners, long throws. Jake Cooper, 6'7". That's how our game works. Now, that's not Harris's fault, and I'll tell you why I don't think it's Harris's fault. Look at Blackburn Rovers yesterday. They had Ben Brereton, that's why I was saying that one after a few pints, on the bench. They paid £7 million for him from Forest. The goal that unlocked us, you know, is the first one. It's a good goal. You know, defensively not great for us, but for them, it's a good little move. It's a good goal. They've got players that cost money. They've got quality in their side. And Harris said it again yesterday, and he was right. No disrespect to his players. A lot of them have taken us as far as we can, but we need to either, it's shit or bust now. We need to either, you know, spend a little bit, move to the next level, or accept the consequences. Yeah, so that is your lot for this post-match analysis, which is a little bit more of a rant, and it could have to be broken up into 2 videos in fear of it being just ridiculously long. But I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of this Sunday if you can. After that, I'll give myself an headache. And I'll see you this week. Lions Lounge returns, and if we sign a couple of players, hopefully, you might see a bit of me. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.